All right, I decided I was gonna make a YouTube video on this since I'm doing all the work anyways. We live in this old craftsman house, and we are slowly fixing it up. And this summer, my big project is this front porch. It looks pretty good from afar, but once you get up close, you can tell there's a lot of damage and a lot of things that need to be replaced. Paint's chipping off. This column is rotting. It's not even actually supporting the roof anymore. There's a gap there. You can literally, let me see if I can get it on the camera. You can literally wiggle it. These columns all seem to be in good shape. They just need to be glued and sanded and kind of dressed up. The railings are in really rough shape. You can see they've been painted multiple times and the paint's all chipping up and it just doesn't look good. So the plan is to keep these railings, these three, and just refinish them basically. Take out all of these railings and actually replace them. This middle section, I'm actually gonna build some steps that come out the front, and that way we'll have really nice wide steps at the front yard. There used to be some there, but one of the previous owners took them out. I'm not sure why. It's a tiny front yard. Maybe he just wanted more front yard space. We do have these side steps here that I'm also going to be replacing. It's kind of a death trap. For whatever reason, they put these cement steps in, and instead of putting 2 steps here, they put a sloped path down. And we live in Iowa, so in the winters, gosh, if it gets any ice whatsoever here, it's really, really dangerous. So I think I'm going to get rid of all of this cement and replace it with a nice wooden, some nice wooden steps. My wife actually wants to get rid of these steps completely and just put a railing here. But this is our driveway, and it's nice to have these steps here because when you park in the driveway, you can get right up the steps. Otherwise, we would have to go either cut through here and ruin all the grass and then go around to these new front steps, or we'd have to go all the way around the sidewalk and end. We don't really park in the shop back there unless it's winter, so this is really the best entry, so I don't really want to get rid of it. I'll kind of take you along and show you what I've done so far. I will start by saying I have gotten this paint tested for lead and it did come back negative. I don't know if I trust it completely, but I'm going with it since I did multiple tests and they all said negative, so let's leave it at that. I know the dangers of lead. You should check yourself for sure before you start working with old paint. This is all cedar siding, so at some point I'm gonna redo this siding, sand it down, get it looking nice. But the first thing is the porch itself. So I started using a heat gun and paint scrapers and putty knives and stuff to get the paint off the porch away from the house. And you can see I went all along the whole porch. I didn't do these boards because these are the rotten boards on the end that I'm going to replace. This is tongue and groove pine, really old, straight grain, quarter sawn fir on this porch. So I really can't remove it and replace it. And I don't really want to. It's in great shape. It just needs to be refinished. I think the plan is going to be not to repaint it. We are going to fix some boards. See, there's a little spot right here I probably need to fix. But we're gonna remove all the paint and either just finish it with tung oil or a teak oil or something, or stain it first. I'm not sure, but we're just tired of the paint. It just doesn't last very long. Okay, so that's one of the steps we're gonna do. Like I said, we're gonna replace this post, and I started taking the railings off here so I could remove this column, and you can see right there how it doesn't even touch. So I'm probably going to put a support here just to be safe. Remove these railings, sand down these columns, to get those nice. And again, just get the siding looking better. It's old cedar siding, but it is in good shape. It's been painted, you know, 5 or 6 times, and whoever has been painting it before us hasn't maybe taken the correct steps to make sure it was done right. You can just see a lot of bumps, and this is old oil paint, so you know it's cracking and it just needs to be redone. So anyways, if you want to follow along, this is kind of just the introductory video of what we'll be doing. I'll be making some more videos as I go along. If you have any questions or any tips for me, let me know. The videos are going to be pretty low key. They're not going to be highly edited or anything. It's pretty much going to be like blog style, where I just go around and show you what I'm doing. If I am doing something interesting or that could be used as like a how-to video, maybe I'll put a little bit more effort into it. But for now, that's the project.